Okay, so pag-usapan natin ang Game 3 between San Miguel Beer at TNT. So sa game na to, panalo ang San Miguel 108-88. Junmar Fajardo scored 33 points. Pero ang gusto ko pag-usapan sa video na to ay yung double bigs ng San Miguel Beer. And kung paano nila na perfect yung pag-utilize kay Junmar Fajardo alongside the pieces that they have. Kasi consistently sa series na to, points in the paint talaga yung biggest asset ng San Miguel or yung biggest advantage ng San Miguel kontra sa TNT. Sa game na to, game 3, 48 points in the paint ng San Miguel. Ng game 2, 64. And then ng game 1, it was 52. Ang dahil to dun sa double bigs kasi nila. Considering na frontline ng TNT unti-unti nang nabubugbog ba, pero that's not an excuse. Kasi before pa naman ginagawa ng San Miguel. Pero ngayon kasi, I think na perfect na nila at nalaman nila kung paano nila mamamaximize yung frontcourt na meron sila. Meron akong tatlong reasons kung bakit gumagana to, yung double bigs ng San Miguel. Reason number 1, kasi PBA naman to. Afford mo na maglagay ng dalawang big man sa loob ng isang lineup. Reason number 2, kasi may Junmar Fajardo ang San Miguel. Of course, you'd want Junmar Fajardo to get the ball madalas. Reason number 3, the average shooter naman kasi sa PBA shoots around 30 to 33% kapag high volume. So before, they had Arwin Santos, na definitively siya yung best na power forward na nakalaro ni Junmar Fajardo sa isang lineup. Pero even si Arwin Santos only shot 28% sa career in terms of 3-point shooting. So ngayon, ang kakasama ni Junmar Fajardo is Moto Tua and Ronnie Bronjal. Sometimes even Jeron Teng. Marami magsasabi hindi 4 si Jeron, pero sa lineups nila this final series, 4 ginagamit si Jeron. So I will consider him as another option sa posisyon na yon. So makikita natin sa clip na to, okay, it's going to be Junmar Fajardo sa poste. Makikita nyo si Motaw Tua nasa opposite side. Most of us would say pangit yung spacing. Yes, totoo naman. But it's not always about spacing kasi. It is also about manipulating the defense. Kasi let's say nandito si Motaw Tua sa taas. Okay, the defense would have just, gone to Junmar Fajardo. Pero since si Motaw Tua nasa posisyon siya na kahit tumayo lang siya doon, diretso umiscore. Now si BGR, hindi basta-basta yan makakapag-help kay Junmar Fajardo, allowing Junmar Fajardo to have enough time, to set his position and operate sa paint. Kung makikita natin, ang help pa na dumating si Jordan Heading nang galing sa dalawa or sa isa sa dalawa sa shooters ng SMB. Specifically, galing kay Chris Ross na hindi naman natin pwedeng sabihin na hindi shooter si Chris Ross, especially sa series na to. So yung help, malayo pinanggalingan, galing pa sa 3 points instead na nanggaling sa ilalim. Kasi nga, Motaw Tua is a threat underneath. Now, kick out, in-spray ni Junmar Fajardo yung bola kila si Ter, extra pass kay Ross. TNT allowed Ross to take that shot. Sablay, pero, they're going to make that shot most of the time. Makikita naman natin dito, it's going to be Junmar Fajardo ulit. Okay, sa poste. Ronnie Bronjal nasa kabila, nasa opposite side ulit. Instead of, spacing out here. Kasi dito, threat si Ronnie Bronjal. Pag in-extra pass mo yan kay Bronjal, nag-help off Bronjal ka, Bronjal nakatutok na sa ring. So this allowed Junmar Fajardo to face up, read the defense, Kakatsiwami, attack si Henry Galinato off the dribble, 2 points. And hindi nakapag-help dito yung tao ni Bronjal, which was Glenn Cobontin. Kasi, after tumambay rito ni Rodney Bronjal, which removed Glenn sa posisyon, ngayon si Bronjal magsaset ng flare screen to Trollano. So, you're occupying the defense. You're occupying the help. Yun yung tawag doon. Hindi ka lang basta tumatayo or nag-i-space. You're manipulating the defense para hindi sila mag-help kay Junmar Fajardo. So, that's what SMB is doing. Same here. Again, it's Junmar Fajardo. Poposte dito. Okay, nasan si Rodney Bronjal? Again, nasa opposite side, sa may dunker spot. Tingnan nyo saan yung mga gagaling yung help. Okay, hindi naman kay Bronjal eh. Galing sa perimeter and hindi enough or hindi on time yung help, para guluhin yung rhythm ni Junmar Fajardo. Junmar Fajardo just faced up, attacked baseline, diba? Binangga niya si Henry Galinato, 2 points. In this case, it is harder to defend Junmar Fajardo kapag may kasama siyang big kasi yung isa pang pinakamalaking defender mo as TNT hindi makapag-help kasi yung another big ng SMB nandun sa dunker spot sa kabila. Pero dito naman makikita natin, okay, SMB went small. Si Teng naman ang power forward. Entry pass kay Junmar Fajardo. Tignan nyo kung saan kakat si Jeron Teng. Doon pa rin sa same spot na yon. So Oftana, okay, hindi siya aware. Late siya ng split second, wide open si Jeron Teng. So, yung ganun naman yung mangyayari kapag nag-help off ka doon sa player na yon. Dito naman makikita natin, it's Jericho Cruz, Rodney Bronjal, 2-man game. Junmar Fajardo naman yung nandun sa opposite side na yon. So, si Kelly Williams, wala siyang option to help. Kasi si Junmar yung binabantayan mo eh. So, it's a wide open layup para kay Rodney Bronjal. Switch the sides naman, switch the players. Now, it's Junmar Fajardo setting the screen. Si Rodney Bronjal nag-seal As soon as Jericho drove, nag-seal dito si Ronde Bronjal, which removed Glenn Cobuntin as the help defender. So wide open ngayon si Junmar Fajardo. So ganun lang yung logic nila. They play double bigs to remove the help or the most possible effective help na pwedeng ipadala ng TNT, which is their foreman, their power forward. So either BGR, minsan si Glenn kasi wala si Poy. So you're forcing TNT to bring in a guard all the way from the other side sa 3-point line para mag-help kay Junmar Fajardo, which is not enough to influence Junmar Fajardo's rhythm or shot.